Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, Big Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab. What I do for you in the wee hours of the morning. Yeah, it's 2:45. It's pretty good right now. But yeah, this is when I do my best work. Let's go. Writism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message, message and story for life. These are life lessons. I'm giving them. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. Let's rock. Right Thinker's mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate all individuals to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right Thinker's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of obtaining spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's the creed that left to us by our ancestors. And I'm going to drive that point home because they left it to us for a reason. And I'm starting to see the reason. So I'm trying to make that real clear. Know thyself. You need to understand. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. Yeah, that's why I do what I do for you. I got you. Stay tuned. A person who knows not and believes that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is like most people start in the morning, sleep spiritually, but I'm the spiritual alarm clock. My job is to wake them up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself. And to Maya, be true. Today, I feel like chefing. I put my chef hat on today. You know, I'm rocking the chef style. Right thinkers, let's talk about. I asked the question. All right, about that. Are you enjoying my spiritual gumbo, aka right thinker philosophy? I'll wait. No, I ain't got that much time, but if you do, I get your message. I got the comments. I appreciate the comments. I thank you. All good. So I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing for you. Let's rock. I told you, right thinking philosophy is like spiritual gumbo. I have a little bit of all spiritual concepts that work. All spiritual concepts don't work. All biblical concepts don't work. So I'm only gonna take the ones that work. So that's what the gumbo is all about. Only good stuff. If you're gonna make a meal, you get the best of everything that you're gonna put in that meal. Put love in it and do what you gotta do, and it'll always work out for you. If you're following my right thinking philosophy, aka earning or learning or having my spiritual gumbo, my daily lessons, if it's working for you, then that's all good. My whole purpose is to give it to you so that you can enjoy it, use it, and manifest for yourself. That's what I do for you. I can tell you about bad, aka misinformations, because of what? I swear, I serve a God, spiritual. I serve God, what I call AKA. I serve what I call spiritual knowledge. I'm giving you God information to get you to know God for yourself. Hence, spiritual knowledge, God knowledge. Calm down. Calm down. Back it up. Slow down. Now, I religion is not spiritual gumbo, but they try to serve you their version of what I call spiritual dogma. And again, some of the stuff in there is cool. Some stuff in there that I don't subscribe to. Simple as that. Understand that. I'm moving on. Spiritual gumbo is what I call a mixture of what? Spiritual truths all wrapped into one. A little bit of everything. You cooking gumbo, you know you're going to put a little bit of everything in there. If it's in the refrigerator, if it's in the house, it's pretty much going in the gumbo. But that's how my dad did it. I still regret not getting the recipe. Move on. Let it go. Let it go. All right, here you go. So you might ask, what's spiritual gumbo? That's a good question. Hope I can answer it for you. Let's start. Spirit, we know God is spirit, right? So spiritual gumbo is what? God knowledge from what? Our ancient ancestors. Spirit with flavor, aka other concepts that also work for those who practice them. If you are a Christian and you practice the Christian tenets, that's they will work. What? If you work it, it'll work. And then what TDJ say? TDJ, it'll work. You gotta work it. Work it. Anything that you work will produce, unless it's just wrong. I know that from my drug days. I worked it, but it was wrong. Okay, here you go. Now, gumbo is a meal that has, again, everything in it. But when done right, or like I think taught well, it's all good. When you can learn something that will benefit you, that's a good thing. I teach only things that will help you. I do what I do for you. It ain't about me. I'm a spiritual master chef. Hello. I know all the right knowledge, aka you need to know yourself. Spiritual truths will lead you down the path of righteousness. If you follow it, you'll get where you want to go. And that is being blessed and knowing yourself in the end. Where we at? Okay, here you go. I can serve my spiritual gumbo knowledge to all those who want to know themselves. I only give you things that's going to help you to do just that. Know thyself. That's my goal. That's my hook. That's my mind. That's what I'm trying to get. Everything that I get from our ancient Egyptian concepts, I use them. But I want you to understand that they left us know thyself for a reason. And I'm driving that reason home. Trust me. All right, here you go. Having spirituality is what? Is learning what? Spiritual truths and then living by them. If you're a Christian, you learn the Christian dogma and then you live by them. I don't have a problem with that. The same thing with every religious concept. So I don't rag on religions. I rag on the people who practice religion their own way or the wrong way or misinterpret what they're supposed to be doing. I can get you out what? I know better. Simple. So don't get it twisted. Knowing thyself comes when what? You put in your work to do what? Improve yourself, aka to know thyself. You can't know yourself without putting time and work in to do just that. I don't teach biblical knowledge. I'm still learning it myself because I know something else personally for myself. So I don't need to teach biblical knowledge. I'm learning that to communicate with my Christian friends so we can be on the same communication level where we can not argue or break it back and forth, but respectfully have a good conversation where we can come to some kind of understanding. I ain't here to fight with you. I study. When? Daily. Why? Yeah, to show myself approved to do what? Teach others what I know, not what I believe. I study to learn, to know, to teach. Just that. My beliefs had nothing to do with my teachings. Not at all. Not a bit. So you don't get my belief. Right thinking philosophy is what? Based on spiritual truth, pure. And here, oh, wait a minute. Go back. Look at, here we go in the church. I got to keep using my drug concepts. The Bible has spiritual truths in it, yes. But just like that commercial cocaine is cut and sometimes it's more cut than coke. And when they test it, you get that little light blue. That means there's some coke in here, but there's some other stuff in there too. I teach pure. Right there, philosophy teaches pure what? Spiritual truth. Pure. No cut, no lies. My gumbo is pure spiritual truth. Only the good stuff goes into my philosophical concepts. I know the difference between the two. That's knowledge. Again, I know what I know. Right thinking philosophy, right thinking philosophy is not one perfect concept. And no, what? It covers all concepts that work. Only good, positive, and stuff that I put into understanding that I know work. After what? Trying it myself. I studied all religious dogma and concepts. I use only what? The truth that I know about, meaning the ones that I practice, the ones that I can speak for. I was given one biblical concept: let God fight your battles. It's not a right thinking concept. It wasn't. Why? I'm fighting my own battles physically, mentally, spiritually. So I'm not thinking about relinquishing my ability to fight in any one of them arenas to God until I did what? Practice it, put it to use to see. Okay, let me see if this works. It's part of the right thinking philosophy now. That's my point, okay? Point well taken, point made, and I give my pastor kudos for that. Whenever I get something, I'm going to give the person who gave it to me the acknowledgement. I don't hold it. It ain't mine. I tell you what's mine. I'll let you know what's mine. But I get it from somewhere. I don't just make it up. I got books everywhere. I got stuff on my desk. I come here to think. I come here to produce concepts and views that I can give to others to help them out. That's what my lab is for. That's why I call it my lab. This is my think tank. All right, get back to this. Let me wrap this up. Okay. Hope you get the concept. I teach. I'm a truth teller. All that good stuff. All right. And I use, watch this, I use Hindu, Indian, Tao, Christian, Tibetan, Islamic, Vedic concepts. Why? Because all of those I know about work. Every one of them I practice, I try, so I'm convinced of that concept work. So I'm incorporating it in what I teach for that reason. Hence, spiritual gumbo. You can't have one thing. I ain't going there. I'm going there. If all you got, and I must respect, is the Bible don't give you this information. The Bible came out of Egypt, but this is knowledge that you can't get from the Bible. There's other places that you get information and knowledge from that you can use and live by. It ain't everything from the Bible. I have plenty of books that I study from, not just that one. And for those who know that one, much kudos and respect. Why? Because it ain't easy. Trust me. But I got a bunch of other stuff that I do. So I respect you for what you do. Here you go. I didn't invent anything. Again, I don't do this to make nothing up. I learned the truth and I use it to my advantage and I put it in perspective where I can give it to others my way. I'm not changing nothing. I ain't reinventing the wheel. I'm just expressing to you how to do what it is, the thing that a lot of people may not pay attention to. I spent my time to learn just that, to do just that. That's why I do what I do for you. I'm doing the work to give you the information that you can do your work with. There is nothing new under the sun. First of all, the truth have always been here. I found it. Now I teach it. It's truth. Don't care. Call me a whole bunch of stuff, but you ain't called me a liar yet. So my whole point to that is I don't do nothing but give you truth information as I know it. That's it. You could treat me, fact check me, I don't care, but I'm just giving information. It's up to you to use it to your benefit. I know I use it, so I'm not just giving it, I use it. If you know yourself, and I know me, you know all you really need to know to live a what? Fruitful, fulfilling lifestyle. Just knowing you will get you through life. Okay, I slide through life like an eel through seaweed. Why? Man, I'm smooth. I'm good to go. I know who I am. I know how to walk. I know how to talk. I know to get where I got to go. So I don't have no problems at this point. Why? With knowledge of self and understanding how to implement it and use it, it works perfect. And those who learn it, I'm getting feedback. It's starting to work for them. Sir Charles, appreciate you, my dude. Yeah, anytime I get positive feedback on the information I gave somebody and they give it back to me saying that I know it's working. I don't grade my students on paper. I don't give tests. No, I can look at you, talk to you, and know just how far advanced you've gone and how far you need to go. Let me write this up. They say you are what you eat. Ancient concept was learning was eating. You eat your gods. You are what you eat. You eat them, you imitate, you mimic them. That was the concept. So back then, you are what you eat or teach. Eat my spiritual gumbo and what? Know thyself. Learn what I'm teaching and know thyself. That's right. Eat, aka master yourself, aka your gods, by what? Learn about the mythological concepts of our ancestral concepts in goddess and God. Why? Because it makes sense. It's aspects of your character. Once you master, I know Isis. That's my intuitive knowledge. That don't make me female. No, my intuitive knowledge means I'm thinking from within. We all have it. I just use mine to that concept. Nephites, I understand if you're born, you're going to die. That's nature. These are aspects that you can learn and master and incorporate them. That'll make you a different person. Trust me, an enlightened being, knowing thyself. I eat the knowledge of spiritual truths, and I'm full of spiritual knowledge, aka know thyself. With that, you can know yourself. Without that, you're ignorant of yourself. A lot of people think they do, but if you think something and your thought don't match your actions, you probably wrong. If what you say don't match what you do, and what you think don't get you to where you need to be, there is a misconnection there. There's no balance there. My spiritual knowledge, aka right thinking philosophy, or what I call spiritual gumbo, I serve you is good knowledge, aka good food. Do it taste good? Most stuff that's good for us don't taste good. I'm giving you something that's good for you and it tastes good. My spiritual gumbo not only tastes good to you, it's also what? Good for you. Last one, I'm wrapping up. I appreciate you tuning in. I'm serving spiritual gumbo. Well, when did I get some? Every day. Right here on my Right Thinking YouTube channel. I'm serving gumbo daily. 365. Yeah, I cover it every day. That's why I do what I do. It's all for you. Come and get it. I got you.